and gentlemen, Aditi on Innerworldrevealed, and it's a lovely weather out here. It's raining so heavy outside. So today we are here to discuss the impact of your house numbers. What does numerology say about your house numbers and how does it impact your life? In numerology, all the numbers which are deeply connected to you, like your house number or your phone number, all the numbers which are very deeply connected to you, have an impact in your life. So in this log, we are going to learn about what are the impacts of the house numbers from 1 to 9, and in the end, I'm also going to tell you how you can change your house vibrations to an extent if it is not suitable for you and if it is not compatible with you. Now, before I begin elaborating upon the house numbers, how you can calculate them and what can be their impacts in your lives, I would like to say that there are a set of numbers, certain numbers which are known as karmic debt numbers. Karmic debt numbers are known to activate results from your past life. So it is always wise to avoid these karmic debt numbers as your house numbers. And these are 13, 14, 16 and 19. Say for example, you live in a house like this which reads 4x4 Green Park Lake Palace, London. Just an example of fictional address, and I wish my house looked like that. But anyways, in this case, calculating the number is very simple. Add the digits of the house which are 4 and 4. So 4 plus 4 is an 8. So 8 is the house number over here. But then do not miss out on the two 4s. So in this case, the house will show the influence of 4 and 8 as well, both. Now, we all do not live in houses like this. Some of us live in houses like this. Well, this is not a house, this is an apartment. So in this case, 8 is the number which is true for the entire apartment and a number which is not specific to you. So to find your specific number, you have to get your flat or unit number. Say for example, you live in a unit number 3A. So you have a 3 and you have an A. To find out the value for A, look into this chart. So A is 1. So you have 3 plus 1, 4. So your house number is 4. So guys, we also have our own personal numbers which are generated from our personal data, which is our birthday and our name. So these numbers give us our own specific characteristics. So each one of us is different. Some of us are artists, some are businessmen, some are traders, some are techies, some are philosophers, and some are spiritual. So all of us are different people. And all the number vibrations are not suitable for all people. All the numbers have their own specific use. So every number can be good, every number can be bad, depending on whether it suits you or not and whether its use is suitable for you or not. But the good news is you can change these vibrations to suit your requirements from time to time. But then do not overindulge in it, because changing these vibrations very frequently can have serious implications, and we must never underestimate the forces of the universe, because they are cleverer than us and they are not that obvious. So let us begin with the house number 1. House number 1 has a special quality that it will easily catch attention of all who pass by. It can be good or bad, but it will get attention. So people who have a definite ambition or who are seeking limelight, it's a great house for them. This house drives independence and individualism. So any kind of clutter in this house will create negative vibes. This house has to be kept very neat and clean with minimum furniture. This house might sometimes evoke feelings of selfishness and snobbery. People residing in here can be very influential people, or they might be some kind of leaders also. Now that brings us to the house number 2. Ideally, a house number 2 is very homely, comfortable, cozy, warm and unpretentious kind of a place. This house will have feelings of community spirit and togetherness. But number 2 can also mean oversensitivity. Sometimes you end up taking things too personally, and this can arise mental tension and inner conflicts. 2 can also evoke feelings of lethargy. You are so comfortable inside that you don't want to go out and do something. So, if you are a very ambitious person and want to achieve and do big things in life, and you are not very well established monetarily, this might be a problem for you. If it is an 11 adding up to a 2, that is 1 plus 1, 2. So 1 and 2 together brings two kind of contrasting characters together. So it brings duality and conflict. So this is a house number which is better to be avoided. And that brings us to the house number 3. The house number 3 has the potential to become the happiest of all the houses, because 3 stands for communication, expression, creativity, and optimism. This is a house where you talk and never retire. This is a house that will have a very optimistic and positive vibrations. This house is going to be very active and a very social place. This is going to be a den for creativity. This is a place where all artists, entertainers, poets, writers, and all kinds of creative people will meet. Somebody who is very quiet loving and who is not very creative, this is not a place for that. With the house number 3, you have to watch your expenses and you have to be very careful about your focus or your energies getting scattered. In the house number 4, security and comfort are the 4 most important things. This is a house which is always kept in order. Everything is to the point, everything is disciplined, and everything is methodical. No extra expenditure, no extra indulgence. So this is not a house for somebody who is very creative. This is a house for methodical people. Comfort with perfect functionality are the keywords. So if you're a techie, if you're an accountant, anything to do with method, order, and discipline deserves a place out here. Now, with the house number 4, you can also get vibes of being very down to earth and humble. So you'll be very down to earth irrespective of your financial status. The house number 5 will always have a progress in motion kind of a feel. This house will always try to bring change, movement, and adventure. So you can call this house a temporary house or a house of temporary dwelling. Either this can be a house of people who are travelers and adventurers who are just traveling around the world and decorating their house with artifacts from their world travels, or this can also be a house where the tenants are always changing. This house will always try to bring about a change in your life. If you're not traveling enough, your life will be subjected to changes. So change is the focus, because this is a very high strung and a restless kind of a vibe. So if you're not traveling or if you're not changing your life, you'll be subjected to frequent arguments. The house number 6 attracts love, peace, and harmony. The best way you can get a house number 6 is having a house number 33, because in that way you get a 3 and a 6 and they are compatible numbers. So that calls for great happiness. It can be a very tranquil and a lovely place, a family nest where father and mother are enjoying their lives with their children. People will find it very warm and friendly and all will be welcome. It is a great place for artists and all kinds of creative people. Number 6 also stands for family responsibility, caring, nursing, and all things humanitarian. There can be a lot of pets in this house or some long-term nursing or caring going on. So that makes this place also very suitable for a nursing home or a hospital or even a pet care center. 6 is Venus. So 6 puts a focus on all the feminine aspects. So this house might have very active female members or more number of female members. House number 7 is a place where serious research, study, and spirituality will go on. There'll be an air of mystery in this place, and there'll be always more than what meets the eye. So, this can also be a place for historical artifacts. 7 is an ideal place for deep thinkers, scientists, researchers, philosophers, psychologists, spiritual people, and also psychics. 7 can be a great place for writers because anything that has adventures in the mind, thinking deep in the mind, exploring in the mind, finds a place out here. So 7 will really give you sleepless nights because you might encounter ghosts or spirits. Just kidding, 7 can also mean academic success and rewards in academics. 7 can also be a house where stray animals find shelter. But if you are a kind of a person who is a social butterfly, this is not a place for you because you might end up feeling very lonely and left out. So now we have the house number 8, and this house has a money tree in the backyard. Never mind. So this house will attract money, affluence, material responsibilities, prosperity, authority, power, and so much more. But not really in the way you are thinking right now, because as I said, that universe is not that obvious. This house might also give you reasons to think about money all the time. You will always get new business ideas. This house really supports home business. Family closeness and relationships might be sacrificed for money. This house will speak of high social status and authority. It might also belong to a person who is from a very high social status. And everything inside the house will look more expensive than their actual value. This house will have a traditional look and a conventional look. But then, if anything goes wrong out here, it might go wrong in a big way. The house number 9 is more humanitarian and worldly than personal. It can be a home of evolved spiritual beings. Many a times it is seen it facilitates joint families, dormitories, or hotels, where a lot of people will seek refuge. It's not a great place for nuclear or small families because a lot of people will come in and a lot of responsibilities might also come in. People residing in here will become very self-aware and seek for deeper meanings in life. It is a great place for creativity. It can be a place for philosophers and world travelers. Everything to do with deeper and bigger meanings will happen out here. It can also be a good hospital because 9 also shows nurturing, caring, and a lot of responsibilities. This place will have a sense of timelessness and a slow and easygoing feel to it. So if you're looking for a very fast and happening life, this is not a place for you. This is a good place to grow old in. Now people, you can get a good idea about what each of the vibrations can do to you, how each of the vibrations can impact your life, and the good news is you can bring about some changes in each of these vibrations, and I will show you how. Now suppose you are a very creative person. You live in a house number 4. Although you're saving a lot of money being in a house number 4, but you don't want that. You want to socialize with more and more creative people. You want to communicate more and more. So basically you want to make this a house number 3. So how do you do that? Well, 4 plus 8 makes a 12. 1 plus 2 is a 3. So you need to add an 8 somewhere to make it a 3. So go to your front door. Well, don't go outside the front door. Stay inside. And as you can see in this picture, stick an 8 right there. Cut it from a calendar or take a little printout on a paper and stick. Or you can also take a 5 and a 3 and you can stick both of them together. Now guys, while sticking, please avoid deriving karmic debt numbers. Karmic debt numbers are 13, 14, 16 and 19. You see, numerology and astrology are pseudosciences and pseudo-mathematics. They are not absolute sciences and absolute maths with absolute theories. These are the sciences which are based on observation. So whenever you make such changes, please observe very deeply. So if you're a very creative person, go for the number 3. If you're looking for business, go for 8. If you're looking for the limelight, go for 1. If you're looking for spirituality, go for 7. But obviously, always check your own compatibilities, the compatibilities of all your numbers with your house numbers. So every number can be good based upon their requirements. Every number can be bad if it is not compatible with you. So you must find out what you are, you must find out what you want, and you must go for it. So on that note, I would like to end this discussion. If you liked watching the log, click like below and like the log because that counts. If you want to subscribe to the channel, you can subscribe to the channel because you will be getting updates on the latest logs which I will be uploading soon. And the next topic which I would like to deal with is your phone number and what are the implications of your phone number and impacts of your phone number in your life, and that's going to be a very interesting log, so stay tuned for that. And thank you for watching Inner World Revealed. For the time being, you can also join my Facebook page and have a nice day. Keep well, stay tuned, watch out this space for more.